It's your boy Silva, and today we ain't doing too much. Something like it's Sunday. I just really want to talk about the trading journey and what's not. Just a little. I won't say a rant, just a little. Covering over it, just being grateful, what's not. But before I talk about that, really look at my truck, bro. She looks stupid. But pretty much what just happened, I took out the light bar, took it out. So now I don't have a light bar in the front of my truck, but it was broken. Reason why it was broken, well, I wouldn't say broken, but it just stopped working. And I found out the reason why. Pretty much what happened was it got corroded and it melted. So I think what happened is it get wet and it made a short socket, and then it just overheated and it melted. So yeah. Now that out, I'll go ahead and put everything back together. I wish I walked on my zip ties, but I had my tools and I was here in the parking lot. There was shade, so I said, let me just work on my truck. I'm bored. I was supposed to have a kayak shoot today for 2:30, but they end up rescheduling for next week, Saturday. So no bread. It's tough, bro. It's actually tough. I haven't been making any money at all. I've been broke as hell. Um, some people might say, go work a job, work a little something. I don't want to work a job, bro. Like, I tired of telling people I don't want to work. I already said I'm not gonna work a job again. My last job was my last job, and that's that. I've been unemployed for 3 years, and I gonna keep doing that. So just gotta keep pushing. Anytime stuff like this will happen, when it's serious shit going bad, I don't complain too much because I know something good coming. But anyway, enough of that. I'm gonna put this back there, and I'll see you, I don't know, whenever I start the next clip. I was gonna record, but I ended up recording. You see, I feel like the truck look cleaner without the thing. I put a little paint up close. It looked kind of stupid, but it was like a piece of paint missing, so I sprayed over a little bit with some black paint, but it's whatever. Anyway, this is what I was working on the entire time. As soon as I came home, after that clip, came home, I started doing this. This took me about 3 hours just to do this one column. It wasn't fun, but yeah. So pretty much what I did, what I want to do is make like a flower bed here. So like, as you can see, it look ugly just having that strip. So what I'm gonna just build going up with pallets. If you can see in the back, I have a bunch of pallets here already. So I go ahead, do the whole thing going up. I want it to be basically the same, well, not the same height. It'll get shorter as it goes up, of course, but I want it to be able to hold dot, because I'm gonna put some plants and flowers. And then basically I didn't put concrete or nothing because it won't make no sense to put concrete there. I just packed it in, like I sifted out some of the dirt, so you can see all the rocks that I sifted out with, and then I put some some heavy grit, what do you want to call it, sand, and I just fill it on the inside so I don't have grass growing in, coming through the edges. So it shouldn't have grass going through there. It should be nice and clean and nice. So yeah, it's pretty much what I got going on. Last night and this morning was hella hectic, so I didn't get to do what I wanted to do. I just want to talk about how grateful I am to be able to trade and do what I do. It's a blessing, bro. Even though I'm not profitable yet, I just really appreciate that I can do this and a lot of people can't. I have the opportunity to be able to trade and learn how to make money online, and I have the ability to grow, the opportunity to grow and learn and get better at what I do. So pretty much today's Monday, and as you can see in the back, you see that green, that means we made some money today. So pretty much we started off at a loss, a $700 loss, and right, it was with gold. I was watching gold. I was trying to get a sell on gold, actually. Turns out not to be a good idea. I could show you what I did. It was pretty dumb, to be honest. It was dumb, but I was also watching Nas. I was watching Nas and I was watching S&P. I was waiting for Nas to retrace, and it just was taking long. So I ended up gonna go. Really stupid idea. Lost 700, but we made 1,700 in Nas. Let me show you how. So pretty much, let's just start off on the 4 hour. As we can see, so we've been on a downtrend since last week. Last week we started off going on a downtrend. As you can look, the 4 hour it looks terrible, but as you can see, low highs, low lows. Let's go on the 1 hour. Same thing. Pretty much, you might look at this and be like, now we're making lower lows and kind of high. I mean, higher lows, not a higher low, but it wasn't a higher high. So we were still technically in a downtrend, and pretty much when I was marking on my chart, I was looking up here. As you can see, this big dip, this sell-off clearly meant right here we had a good bit of sellers in here. So we had some crazy liquidity, and then we had that sell-off, right? Price came right back up, liquid, boom, right up in there, sell off again. So what I was watching, let's go on to 15. I was watching the movement of price, and it was looking like, it could have probably gone for buys, but this is clearly like a resistance area. This is this is a resistance. This is my supply zone. And what happened? I was waiting, boom, price came up, boom, tapped into here. I didn't get in here. I wanted to wait for a confirmation, and these wicks clearly showed me that we was gonna keep on selling. But this is the second time price came up here. Price already grabbed liquidity once. So, it was, kind of iffy if price would have came up again to grab liquidity. Because price could have easily just shot up and kept going up. But no, price clearly gave me multiple confluences showing that we are going to be selling. And I actually entered. So my confirmation was around here. I entered around here. This was let me get short. My entry was around right here. Went for my short. Stop loss was around right there. Actually, yeah, I didn't have a stop loss because price was moving down so much. So I didn't even get to put a stop loss, but I ended up just going break even. So pretty much this is how my trade looked. I was at BE, and I was going down for these low candles right down here. So this was gonna be, if price was gonna buy, this would have been my demand zone right here, and then this would have been my extreme demand zone right here. But the fact that price broke straight through here, it didn't react nothing. So just even more told me that yes, we definitely selling. So pretty much that's how it went. I made $1,700 on this trade. If you don't believe me, we could go over here, come down, and boom. Yes, it said 900, but like I said, we lost 700 on gold, 730 to be exact. So we end up with the dub, 1,700. We made that back and some. So, all right. That's pretty much how everything went down. So, as you can see, we have 971 for the week. Last week was 1.2, and we're looking good so far. So, right now, we need $1,200 more until we could pass this account. If you divide that across 4 days, that's $300 a day. So I think that's what I'm gonna do for these 4 days. I'm gonna only aim for $300. If I make more, cool. Now, if there's a trade, if there's a really nice trade that can get me there faster, cool. But that's only if it's an A+ setup. Just leave the gym. My package is here. Yeah. So now, this was cheap. I ain't gonna lie, this was cheap. So we're gonna see if it actually good or crappy. It said 2K. The reviews was chill. It wasn't, the reviews wasn't too bad, to be honest, dog. And I kind of like the autofocus part and the light. I don't care about the light. I have studio lights in my house anyway, but I guess I wouldn't have to pull out the studio lights and I could just use that. But I'll figure it out. I'll see what I could do with everything. I probably still need the studio lights anyway. But yeah, so we have that. Now we can screen record our screen and show my face while I trading, so I don't have to hold up my camera and get a little distracted from my camera, and I don't have to keep doing recaps. I could just show ya the whole trade and how everything went down. So that would be sick. Really excited for that. I already downloaded OBS, so I can go ahead. I only used OBS once before, and that was like 5 years ago. So I don't know how it'll work anymore. So I'm just go home, play around with it after my nap, because my legs obliterated there. Like we hit legs today crazy. So I will go home, I got salad. I should have get meat, but I got salad. Eat the salad and then take a nap. So let's go ahead and check you out when I start playing around with OBS. Okay, so I got the camera up there. Look, you just touch it to turn on the light. That's sick. So I was messing around with it, and it connected to my phone, and then I clicked like it was feeding from my phone to this, which was sick. When I click disconnect, and now it's not there anymore. But we could go ahead and click. Now we'll actually be able to go ahead and do what we like to do. So I just need to figure out how I'm going to get okay, yeah, I need to figure out how. Oh wait, so probably, so I'm guessing you do that. Oh shit. Wait, okay, lock that, and then I come over here. Yeah. So what if I'm probably supposed to put this? Probably supposed to put. Okay, no. It's supposed to be over. Yeah. So we chilling. So, wait, let me adjust myself. I don't think I need to be. Wait, let me lock that, unlock mine. Yeah, I don't think I need to be that big on the screen. Wow. Lock. Ha! We did it. We're chilling. We live. So now I have this set up. I really want to learn how I did that. Wait, no, not that. What, media source? No, not media. It was video capture device. Yes. 2. And then right here it was showing my phone. But I don't know what happened now. I think I have to go back to the settings and play with that again. So yeah, but we live, man. That's lit. So now we finally have that running, and that's sick. So we're gonna be able to do the trades live. Well, not, I ain't gonna go live on YouTube, but definitely gonna be doing some live recording so you can see my face, you can see me trading all at the same time, and I have to record here on my phone and then show the screen, and the quality is shit. So we doing some shit, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Not much going on. The gym just had me feeling really drained and tired. About to go get some sushi in a little while. And that's pretty much it. So I'll catch y'all on Tuesday. Might catch a trade, might not, whatever the case may be. Who knows what we're doing tomorrow. But we're gonna figure out tomorrow. And yeah, hold it on, be safe. So now that we finally have that running, we'll be able to do some live trades. Not live on YouTube or anything, but while I'm actually trading, I could record at the same time. You can see my face, and you can see the screen of me trading. So this will be really, really, really nice. Now I could do some breakdowns of my process. Like I could show y'all why I take these trades, what makes me take these trades, what is a valid trade or not to me, and such and such and such. So in the comments, let me know what y'all want to see. I'm looking forward to all the critique possible. If you see something that you don't like, if you're an experienced trader, whatever the case may be, put it down in the comments. Let me know how y'all feeling. And yeah, I see y'all tomorrow in the next one. Be safe, hold it down.